In ancient Israel, long before kings ruled the land, God raised up warriors called judges to protect his people. Among them was a man unlike any other, a man whose strength defied logic. A man whose name shook entire nations. His name was Samson. Before we begin, I want you to watch this story till the very end, because Samson's life is not just about power, it's a warning, a lesson, and a revelation every believer needs. This is the rise of God's strongest man, and the heartbreaking story of how a single moment of weakness brought him from supernatural strength to complete defeat. It's a powerful reminder that our greatest gifts can also be our greatest vulnerabilities. Stay with me from beginning to end, because what happens to Samson can happen to anyone who forgets where their true strength comes from. Let's uncover the full story together. Samson's story didn't begin with greatness, it began with a promise. His mother, unable to have children, was visited by an angel of the Lord who spoke words that would change history. Your son will begin the deliverance of Israel. But he must live under a Nazirite vow. No wine, no unclean foods, and no razor shall ever touch his hair. His parents obeyed, and as Samson grew, something supernatural rested on him, the Spirit of God. Not magic, not muscle, but divine empowerment. From a young age, Samson carried strength that no ordinary man possessed. He was destined for greatness. But destiny alone never guarantees success. As Samson became a man, his power became known throughout the region. With God's Spirit upon him, he could break ropes like threads. He could defeat entire groups of enemies using only what he found around him. He was unstoppable not because of his muscles but because God was with him. The Philistines, Israel's enemies, feared him deeply. Their strongest warriors trembled at the mention of his name. No one could understand how one man carried so much power, but Samson had a weakness far more dangerous than the Philistines, a weakness not in his body, but in his heart. Her name was Delilah. Beautiful, charming, persuasive, and unlike Samson, the Philistines understood the power of influence. If they could not defeat his strength, they would defeat his heart. The rulers of Philistia approached her with an offer. Find out the secret of his strength, and we will pay you more silver than you've ever imagined. To them, Samson was a threat. To Delilah, he became an opportunity. And Samson, though mighty in body, was vulnerable in love. He did not reveal the truth at first. He gave her false answers again and again. And each time, the Philistines tried to capture him only to learn he had deceived them. Delilah was determined, not with weapons, but with words. Day after day she questioned him, pressed him, cried to him. She accused him of not loving her. Slowly, she wore down the strongest man alive, not by force but by persistence. And finally, Samson broke. He revealed what he never should have spoken. My strength comes from the Nazirite vow, symbolized by my uncut hair. If my hair is shaved, I lose my strength. With the secret finally revealed, Delilah saw her moment. She waited until Samson slept peacefully on her lap. Then she signaled the Philistine men. A man quietly shaved Samson's hair, and when he awoke, he expected to break free like every other time. But something was missing. Not the hair itself, but the vow, the obedience, the connection with God. His power was gone because he had surrendered the commitment that gave him strength. Samson's fall wasn't caused by an army, not by a sword, not by a battlefield defeat. It was caused by misplaced trust. By giving his heart to someone who didn't value his purpose. By letting his weakness speak louder than his calling. But even in his fall, God was not finished with Samson. His story reminds us that strength is not just physical, it is spiritual, emotional, and moral. And the same God who empowered Samson calls us today to guard our hearts, stay committed, and never trade our purpose for temporary affection. Samson was strong, but his story shows that even the strongest can fall when the heart is unprotected. His rise teaches us about God's power. His fall teaches us about human weakness. And his life reminds us that true strength comes from walking with God. If this story inspires you, share it and follow The Beatz Breaker for more biblical storytelling and teaching videos.